Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to The Walk. Today is Thursday, August 7th, and we are continuing to read about God's wrath in Ezekiel chapter 7. Now, this part started to talk about God's eye, and I got very heavy into the research for God's eye, but there's also a lot of things to do to really look at and pull out of here. So we're up to Ezekiel 7, verse 8, and it says, "Now I will soon pour out my wrath upon you." Okay. When I read that, I kind of imagined pouring water over a surface, any kind of surface. And what really pictured in my mind was that when we pour water over a surface, it touches everything. It goes into every crack, every nook and cranny, especially if you imagine it over concrete or a cinder block or something like that. The water hits every single available surface that is not exposed. His wrath is touching everything in this prophecy. So he's going to pour out his wrath upon them and spend my anger against you and judge you according to your ways, and I will punish you for all your abominations. Okay, there's a lot of commas in there, so there's some things we can add up. We've got the wrath being poured out. We've got spend my anger, judge you according to your ways, and punish you for all your abominations. That's the number 4. The number 4 points to the word door. It also represents Jesus. It also represents the seasons. It's a culmination of time. So when we look at that, we've got to remember that this is Jesus. It makes me think of when Jesus said, "I did not come to bring peace, but to bring a sword." There are times where Jesus is quite the warrior. And this is one of those places where God is showing his might and bringing that judgment. Then we get to verse 9. "And my eye will not spare, nor will I have pity. I will punish you according to your ways, while your abominations are in your midst." Okay, again, I have a bunch of commas. My eye will not spare, nor will I have pity. I will punish you according to your ways, and I will, while your abominations are in your midst. There's the number 4 again. "Then you will know that I am the Lord who strikes." That God is not always peaceful. There's a time where he is, where he takes people out and he brings his wrath. Now, when I got interested in this word eye, what does God's eye mean? Well, in BibleStudy.org, I found that it means the omniscience, the all-powerful, all-knowing. The omniscience is the all-knowing side of who God is. Keep in mind, he's also omnipotent, all-powerful, and he's also omnipresent, meaning he's everywhere. It is most often intended implication of the eyes of the Lord. So when you see that God's eye will not spare, that's that I know everything. That's what God's saying there. It's also seen in Proverbs 15:3, where it says, "The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. For the eyes of," and then in 2 Chronicles 16:9, "For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to him. Nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. Everything is uncovered and laid bare before the eyes of him whom we must give an account for." So the word here is ayin, and in Strong's it means an eye, but it's an analogy of a fountain as the eye of the landscape. So again, you've got that water pouring, touching every single surface. Here's the good news. Now we are in the new covenant. We are in that New Testament. That's what testament means. It means new covenant. God sees every nook and cranny of your life. He sees every single sin, even the ones that you're not even aware of. And he loves you anyway. He covers you with that grace anyway. And he loves you so much that he will put a stop to your sin. But now he does it through his grace. We are saved by grace through our faith. When we put our faith and trust in him, we have the grace that wrath is not going to come upon us, but that we are going to be nurtured and cared for. And he's going to help us grow through the guidance of the Holy Spirit into a deeper relationship with him. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and keep walking the walk.